Good morning. Jukey here. Different angle. The time is 6:23 a.m. I'm on the clock. About to go to the gym. A part of me didn't want to go, but that was proof that I needed to go. So, I'm going. On to the scripture. Today's scripture comes from the book of Psalms, chapter 77, verses 11 and 12. And the scripture says, I will remember the works of the Lord. Surely I will remember your wonders of old. I will also meditate on all your work and talk of your deeds. When I read this, I started smiling immediately because it reminded me of God's decree to me that he told me that I didn't really understand. But he said to me, you talk of what you know, but you don't know me. And this was in the beginning when I first gave my life over to him. So you don't know me, but you know what you know, and you talk very articulately about what you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you who I am so that you can talk about me like you know me. And over these last 4 years, that's all I've been doing. He is literally my favorite topic. I never thought I'd see the day where talking about God would be my favorite things to do. And listening to people's witness about him. It is fun. It is super fun. But he was right. When it comes to music, it just comes out. It's like nothing. When it comes to anything that I know about, trivia, you can't win an argument. Michael Jackson trivia, you can't win. But with God, that was a fear of mine. I didn't want to be seen as, I didn't want to be viewed as a clown or a fool because I followed him. I didn't want to misrepresent him and not be able to speak about him and his goodness for fear of people's rebuttal or people's questioning of my faith. And God's grace is sufficient. And you know what he did to ease that fear, to actually not even ease the fear, but to get rid of the fear? He became so involved in my everyday life, especially that first year. He just wanted me to experience him. So for a whole year, he just showed up and showed out. He didn't even force me, persuade me, or anything to read the word. He just showed himself. And he built my confidence in being able to effectively talk about him. And then I came to him and said, Lord, I'm ready to read the word. I'm ready to learn about you through the word. And then that's how that happened. Am I where I would like to be? No, but even my walk with Christ is a process, and I'm okay with that. So, yeah. But in the scripture, it also reminded me of the times that he showed out and how going forward, I had to remember those times to keep my faith intact for newer things that were becoming a weapon forming against me to try to prosper. And I had to remember when he showed up the day of my surgery. I had to remember when he showed up for me to have an opportunity to make money to pay a bill. I had to remember the times when he was just there for me. And it was only through him that I was able to get through something. So that verse, it speaks to me. And I'm just glad that there is scripture for everything. Yeah! You can live all the life you want to live. And there's scripture for everything that you've gone through. Sometimes it's the same scripture, but it all ties together, and that's the beauty of the word. So, the next time you see me, I'll be at the gym.